life has become just this concoction of bullshit. Just bullshit. And I can't put it into perspective. I don't know what the purpose of it is anymore. There's no purpose in this, you know? And when people say there's beauty in this shit, there's no beauty here. It's not beauty. It's not beautiful. You can't succeed like this. I don't want to be 60. I just not a hoe.
But the problem with Shorty is she don't love herself. You can't love yourself and put poison in your body. See, when you listen to that song I made, it was a time that Professor Jokasey did not love himself. I thought I loved myself. You know, 'cause you think you love yourself, but then you gotta really look at what you're doing. Because your habits is gonna tell the tale of the tape. If you love yourself, you're not gonna put yourself in deleterious positions and situations. If you love yourself, you're not gonna feed poison to your body on a consistent basis. If you love yourself, you're not gonna put yourself in positions where you don't even know how you're gonna survive the next day. And that was the type of shit that Professor Jokasey was doing once upon a time. Professor Jokasey didn't love himself. And this the problem with the game. This the problem with the manosphere right now. You got a lot of people trying to love somebody who don't love themselves. You can't love somebody who don't love themselves. Because if you try, that person is going to prove to you that they're not worthy of your love. They're going to prove it. They're going to say, okay, I just told you I'm not worthy of your love. I don't love myself. But yet, you still want to sit here and try to love on me? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you why you should hate me. Let me show you. And then once they show you, now you want to be red pill. And oh, man, these bitches ain't shit. Man, you should have seen how the bitch was living before you started talking to her. You would have known she didn't love herself.
Shit, hey, Lil Jason, man, what you about to do? Shit, nigga, I'm finna blow my motherfucking top off. Nigga, you ain't finna blow your top off. My nigga, I got 211s. Nigga, I got 8 ball, my nigga. Shit, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I got 15 J's rolled up, my nigga. What's happening? Old drunker, man. Shit, nigga. Yo. You ain't got no motherfucking friends, nigga. Nigga, what's happening, nigga? Sing to these fuck niggas, you hear me? I'm going through a phase, I can't even feel my face, and I know that it's a shame. I shouldn't feel this way, I'm fucked up. Now time to do a thing, but I can't walk straight, snorting that white cocaine. It's so hard to get by these hard times, that's why I stay high, and I don't wanna smoke no more. Cause I'm high, I'm so high, and I got red eyes. I don't wanna smoke no more. Cause I'm high, I'm so high, and I got red eyes. I don't wanna smoke. I blew my top off, my top off. I blew my top off, and I don't wanna smoke. I blew my top off, my top off. I blew my top off, and I don't wanna smoke no more. So high. I blew my top off. Nigga really say he's gonna come by. He got the he ain't doing out here. You hear anybody else let they blew they top off, my nigga? They got it from all over Simpology. You hear me? My niggas don't let my nigga know how we do it. Get fucked out of my nigga. Blow our motherfucking top off, my nigga. And that's how we do it. We get money. We talking bitches. We blowing our talking to my nigga. Like real niggas, I don't know real niggas for my nigga. You feel me? Niggas old boy, niggas my nigga. Nigga really kill my nigga. I don't even know we done killed you, my nigga. Motherfucking top blow off, my nigga. Nigga, I look like a motherfucking head, my nigga. Come on, man.
Trey, baby, ain't smoking no more either.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, I mean, two things you guys just got finished watching. First, you just got finished watching a young lady, beautiful young lady, bro. You can't look at that chick and tell that chick a crackhead. You can't look at her and tell she a dope fiend. She have to start talking. You'll have to start looking at her mannerism. You can't look at her body type. She's still young. She's still fresh. It ain't take a hold of her just yet. She still got a chance to get out of that. I pray she get out of that. That's the first thing y'all were checking out. Then the second thing y'all checked out a young Professor Jokasey. Y'all checked out a Professor Jokasey from 14 years ago. I made that song 14 years ago, man. And it was called "Blew My Top Off." I made that song when I decided I wasn't gonna get high no more. Friends started getting on lean. I had a couple of friends who was on heroin. I mean, shit was just getting crazy. It was getting crazy, man. And before I get into this game, because I'm finna get into this game, today gonna be a real deep show, man. They gonna be a real deep show. Cause this is why I tell y'all don't play that numbers game too. I'm always telling you guys, cause you never know what type of chicks you gonna run into. You never. I pray this chick get her mind right. I pray she get her life together. But I know it's gonna be some simp she gonna run into, and she gonna fuck that simp life up the same way Jenny fucked up Forrest Gump life. She gonna meet some dude, and he gonna be so stunned. He gonna be so stunned by how effortlessly beautiful she could be, cause she don't even need no goddamn help. You know, her help emphasizes the beauty of somebody. She don't even need no help to be a bad bitch, and she a dope fiend. So imagine how much vibrance she'll have if she wasn't known that shit. But the problem with Shorty is she don't love herself. You can't love yourself and put poison in your body. See, when you listen to that song I made, it was a time that Professor Jokasey did not love himself. I thought I loved myself. You know, 'cause you think you love yourself, but then you gotta really look at what you're doing. Because your habits is gonna tell the tale of the tape. If you love yourself, you're not gonna put yourself in deleterious positions and situations. If you love yourself, you're not gonna feed poison to your body on a consistent basis. If you love yourself, you're not gonna put yourself in positions where you don't even know how you're gonna survive the next day. And that was the type of shit that Professor Jokasey was doing once upon a time. Professor Jokasey didn't love himself. And this the problem with the game. This the problem with the manosphere right now. You got a lot of people trying to love somebody who don't love themselves. You can't love somebody who don't love themselves. Because if you try, that person is going to prove to you that they're not worthy of your love. They're going to prove it. They're going to say, okay, I just told you I'm not worthy of your love. I don't love myself. But yet, you still want to sit here and try to love on me? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you why you should hate me. Let me show you. And then once they show you, now you want to be red pill. And oh, man, these bitches ain't shit. Da, da, da. Man, you should have seen how the bitch was living before you started talking to her. You would have known she didn't love herself. So when it got time for me to change, first, I tried to do the cold turkey thing. That shit didn't work. And shout out to Soulja Slim. R.I.P. to Soulja Slim, man. I always a big fan of Soulja Slim. And then when Soulja Slim started putting in his music that he got off that shit, I was like, yeah, man, I got to get off this shit too, because it's getting to the point where, the shit I'm doing, it ain't even working for me no more. It's getting to the point where I want to graduate again. I done already graduated from weed. Now I'm fucking with these pills. I'm fucking with this cocaine. I'm doing all this other dumb shit. Now I'm looking at this lean now. My boys, my partners, they on this lean. I got some other partners on that heroin, and I'm not even looking at these niggas funny. They putting needles in their arms. And I'm not even looking at them crazy. But you got to understand, like, cause somebody will look at this shit and they'll be like, man, how this girl get on crack? How this dude over here doing this drugs and doing that drugs? You gotta understand, when you from the streets, man, you need that shit to cope. You need that shit to keep from going insane. This is the only thing about Terrence Gangster Williams that impresses me. Cause I done seen it all, man. I done seen dudes who think they was the biggest killers. I never really respected the gunplay. I keep my strap with me. I call my gun my pussy. I call it my pussy, cause anytime I use it, or anytime I gotta hold it, I feel like a pussy nigga. So, when I used to beef with people, I used to be like, bro, we could do some bitch nigga shit, or we could do some real nigga shit. We could throw these hands, like some real man, and both of us go home to our family, or we could do some bitch nigga shit, and then one of us don't make it. But I never felt like a man holding that pussy in my hand. I call it my pussy. A lot of dudes call it they dick because a lot of motherfuckers can't survive with it. But I always looked at it as a pussy. But I respect dude, cause dude say he was out there in the streets heavy, and he ain't used no type of drugs. He ain't never drank no type of liquor. So what type of mind frame, what type of, damn, like how you can be a motherfucking hot boy and you don't get high? Cause see, I take you back to my song that blew my top off. And one thing you're gonna hear throughout the whole song, I shortened it up because I didn't want to play the whole song. The whole song like got down 5.5 minutes. But you kept hearing, I don't wanna smoke no more. And fuck all that hot shit. I blew my top off, and it's that I don't wanna smoke no more. I had to go to my OG, and I asked. I said, bro, how you got off this shit, man? How you stop snorting? How you stop getting high and smoking dirties and all this other goofy shit? He said, first you gotta admit you got a problem. Admit you got a problem, and the moment you admit you got a problem, your brain gonna get to work on trying to figure that shit out. So I put it in the song. That's how I make a song out this shit. I kill two birds with one stone. I admit I got a problem, and I make a hit record. And it was a hit record. That shit was hot. When it came out, nigga, everybody was, 2011, everybody was playing that blew my top off. That was the shit. That was the shit right there. You know what I mean? Motherfucker like, but drunk. But that's some shit right there. But I blew my top off, But you gotta understand, see, Professor Jokasey, I always had this game. Even when I make my music, I put game in the music. That's why on that other song I put on YouTube where I say, I can't lie, I used to treat my nose, I had to get that shit up. I was overexposed, that ain't cool. I would turn myself into a baser, just like my daddy. That ain't cool, little Jason. You understand? So, man, every time I open my mouth, it was always game. But this is why I can understand, what certain people do, because certain people is feeling a lot of pain. And the drugs help mask the pain. And when I stopped fucking with that shit, I had to embrace the pain. That's what keep a lot of people on that shit, man. Nobody wants to deal with the pain of reality. So a lot of people, when they gotta confront that shit, it'll make them want to hurt themselves so they can escape it. Me, I was the other way around. Like, the pain made me want to go hurt other people. If somebody pissed me off, well, all right, man, I gotta go fight this nigga over here. I gotta go do something to this. You know what I mean? So it took me a while. Like, I had to do a whole 180, become a whole new person. I had to leave my environment. Let all that shit go. Like Tip say, some moved away to make a way, not moved away because they're afraid. I had to go away to make a way. I had to go away and become a new person. And when I came back into that environment, I reintroduced myself. So I still had some of the same friends and all that shit. I lost some of my friends to some overdoses, some shit like that. But, I had to understand what that shit come with. But back to this young lady here, man. I really hope this lady gets some help, man. And what's going to fuck her up, though, she going to try to get that help for some pimping. Pimping ain't going to be able to help this chick, man. The pimp gonna look at this chick and gonna be like, man, this chick, she's still a money maker. She's still fine as hell. She still can go get some cheese. Pimp gonna put her back on the stroll. And this is stroll that's causing her all the goddamn pain. This thing about, man, see, if you've been around this shit, I ain't never really seen no happy hoes, man. And that stems from, it don't matter how much game the pimping got. A whole job is to deal with somebody who thinks that she's worthless. So in order for her to give somebody a worthless experience of dealing with a woman who's worthless, she must have that in herself already. You can't share nothing with nobody that you don't have. It don't matter how much, pep talks she might get or how much whatever she might get. At the end of the day, she has to have that worthlessness inside of her in order to share with the tricking. It's like the street shit, man. You can't hurt nobody in the streets unless you done hurt yourself already. You can't share pain unless you already have pain. This is why niggas get high. You can't do nothing to nobody that you ain't already done to yourself. You can't bless nobody with no money unless you gave money to yourself. You can't bless nobody with no violence unless you done gave violence to yourself. You can't even kill nobody unless you done killed yourself. You got to kill a part of yourself off first before you go out there and physically harm somebody else. Because that's how God set this thing up. Everything you do, every seed you plant is going to come back to you. This is where the drugs come into play. This is why I can understand the drugs, man. I'm not fucking with no more dope. I can't fuck with it. You feel me? Jokasey been clean. Goddamn 14 years, man. Long time. Old ass dude. No, I'm lying. 25. So, yeah, about almost 14 years. Long ass time, man. But you gotta understand, man. I see what people, this is why I don't judge. I just try to give people warnings, and this is why, like, when I do my videos, I like to show visual evidence of what I'm talking about so people can understand, so shit could be more clear to people. So it don't just seem like I'm just up here just talking from my booth and just dropping this game on y'all. I like to give y'all visual evidence of the shit I'm saying so it can make a little more sense. It's just another way of learning. So not only are you learning auditorial, if that's even a fucking real word, but you're also learning by checking out the visuals of the goofy shit that people is out here doing. Man. But I pray somebody help this young lady, man. I pray it don't be the simping trying to save this young lady. I pray the simping don't meet this young lady and don't know this young lady is a fiend, and this young lady get over on the simping and get in that man's life and fuck that man's life up. You know what they say about vampires, man? Once you invite a vampire in, it's hard to get them out. Once you invite a bitch in, it's hard to get that bad luck bitch out, man. Her bad luck start coming to you, and now you fucked up in the game. So you got to be careful out here. This is why I tell y'all, don't play the numbers game, man. Don't play the numbers game. The type of chicks I talk to are deliberate chicks, man. Like, I gotta meet a bitch at her job or something. She got, like, I go to the doctor office and bitches at the doctor office be fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about bitches that work there, not the patients. I go get my blood pressure checked and I'm walking out with the number of the bitch who just got finished checking my blood pressure. It's G shit now. It's G shit. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all niggas, man. Old like I am right now. Old nigga. I'm walking in to get my blood pressure checked, walking out with the bitch number who just checked my blood pressure. That's just how the game go, man. But that's why I don't play the numbers game. I can't just see any old thing and just go holler at her. I don't know what this bitch background is, and she not gonna tell me. This is another reason why I like to show visuals in my videos so you guys can see. So it ain't just me just talking. I like to see what a bitch do for a living. I like to see what she work at. I like to see how she carry herself professionally before I even think about entertaining. I can't just meet a bitch at Walmart and she look kind of cute and I'm like, oh shit, man, I gotta get out this bitch. You know what I mean? Nah. I don't know what, man. Nah, man, this bitch can be on perks. This bitch can be part of a street gang. This bitch can have all type of shit going on for her, man. And I'm just sitting here just giving the bitch my number and all my information, cheesing and smiling in this bitch face. I don't know what this bitch got going on. So I pick and choose who I go after. I don't play the luck game. I don't just take shit, throw it up against the wall and see what's gonna stick. That's what you do when you play the numbers game. And you fuck around, you run into a bitch like this. Hell, man, she gorgeous now. Don't get it twisted. Man, this broad is a rarity. But sooner or later, them drugs gonna kick in. They just ain't kick in yet. But the be on that shit, how she on it, and still be cute like that. She got a good gene pool. And I can guarantee you, sooner or later, she already got some simps on the stick. I'm pretty sure she got like 3-4 simps right now taking care of her, and they don't even understand she got a double life, man. I'm damn near positive she got 3 or 4 simps right now on the stroll, listening to one of these dating coaches, just hollering at everything they can holler at, fucking with this chick, and they don't even realize the type of chick they fucking with. But that's how it be, though, man. Y'all be cool on your stool, man. Understand you're not cooking with 2 peas in a pot and then cooking at the stove ain't hot. I'm Jokasey. I'll fuck with you.